By the end of this video, you will learn all the basic but practical information you need to know about the popular S7-1200 PLCs. You will also gain a good understanding of the kinds of industrial applications they are suitable for. This video is brought to you in partnership with RS, a global omni-channel provider of industrial product and service solutions. Follow the link in the video description to see how they can help bring value and efficiency into every step of your process. Let's start with the basics of what an S7-1200 PLC is. It's a type of programmable logic controller manufactured by Siemens, used to control and automate industrial processes. The S7-1200 PLC has two main components, the hardware and the software. The hardware includes the power supply, central processing unit or CPU, input and output modules, and communication modules. The software used to program the PLC to perform specific functions based on input signals from sensors and switches is called TIA Portal, which is also developed by Siemens. Now, let's discuss the various CPU models available for an S7-1200 PLC and compare them based on their industrial applications. The 1211 is a starter model for the S7-1200 PLCs. It has less memory and fewer ways to communicate, but it still works well for small and medium automation projects. Some examples of these projects could be a machine that works by itself, which we usually call a standalone machine, or a system that controls heating, air conditioning, and ventilation in a building, also known as HVAC. So, if you want to create an HVAC system, the 1211 could be a good choice for you. The next type of S7-1200 PLC that I will talk about is called the 1212. It's very similar to the 1211, but has more inputs and outputs. This makes it a great choice for slightly bigger automation applications, like controlling the temperature of a medium-sized industrial furnace. An industrial furnace is a special device used for heating metal or other materials to very high temperatures in order to shape or alter them. Industrial furnaces are used in a variety of industries, such as metalworking, glassmaking, and ceramics. The S7-1200 PLCs, especially the 1212 model, are often used to regulate the temperature, pressure, and other parameters inside industrial furnaces. The 1212 also supports PID control functions, which allows for more precise regulation of temperature and pressure. Moving on to the 1214 model, this is a popular choice for more advanced automation applications, such as moving materials around, running pumps, or managing small processes. With the 1214, you can also create PID control functions, just like with the 1212. PID control is a way to regulate parameters like temperature and pressure in factories. However, the 1214 can take it a step further with more advanced features for PID control and additional capabilities for managing larger and more complex automation systems. Additionally, the fancier models of the S7-1200 PLC series can do even more PID control functions. Next, I have CPU 1215. This model is a good option for large automation tasks. By large automation tasks, I mean tasks that usually need high-speed processing and advanced communication capabilities, such as complex process control systems, motion control systems, and large material handling systems. One cool thing about this PLC model is that you can use a web browser to control it from far away. The 1217 is similar to the 1215, but it has more inputs and outputs, which means it can handle more complex tasks. It's also faster, which is important for applications that need to gather data quickly. One example of an application that needs a faster PLC is high-speed data acquisition. This is when data is collected from a process very quickly. This is important because the faster the data is collected, the more accurate it is, and the better the process works. For example, in a high-speed packaging machine, sensors collect data about each package's size and weight. This data is used to adjust the machine's settings to make sure it works as well as possible. If the data is collected too slowly, it won't be accurate enough to make the right adjustments. This means the machine won't work as well as it should. That's why a faster PLC is needed to collect the data quickly and give real-time feedback to the process. Let's talk about S7-1200 fail-safe PLCs, which can usually be identified by their yellow colors. These are special types of PLCs that are designed not only to control machines and equipment, but also to keep people safe. In places like oil rigs or factories where dangerous things can happen, it's important to have an extra layer of protection to prevent accidents. For example, let's say you want to design a control system for an elevator. You could use a regular PLC like the 1212 to control the elevator's movements. But what if the power goes out or something goes wrong? In that case, you would want to make sure the elevator stops safely. That's where the 1212 fail-safe PLC comes in. It has special features that can detect when something is wrong and activate emergency brakes to keep the passengers safe. In the oil and gas industry, safety is super important because there are a lot of hazards. That's where fail-safe PLCs are really useful. They can detect when things like gas leaks happen and automatically shut down equipment, turn on ventilation systems, and warn workers about the danger. One thing to remember is that not all types of S7-1200 PLCs have the fail-safe feature. It's only available for the 1212, 1214, and 1215 models. You may wonder what the letter C at the end of the S7-1200 PLC models stands for. The letter C at the end of the S7-1200 PLC models indicates that the PLC has a compact design. A compact design means that the PLC is smaller in size compared to other PLC models. This makes it easier to fit into smaller spaces or control cabinets. Even though they're small, compact S7-1200 PLCs usually have built-in inputs and outputs, but you can always add more input and output modules to them if you need to. In terms of communication ports, all of the S7-1200 PLCs come with Profinet ports that help them communicate with other machines. But sometimes, you may need to use a different type of port, like Profibus DP, IO-Link, or ASI to make them work with other machines. For example, imagine you're working on a project at a factory where you need to control a machine that uses a different port called IO-Link. Unfortunately, your S7-1200 PLC only has the Profinet port, which doesn't work with IO-Link. To fix this problem, you can add a communication module to your S7-1200 PLC. This module helps the PLC communicate with the machine using the IO-Link port, even though it doesn't have that port built in. This makes it easier to control the machine without needing extra hardware or complicated programming. So, to sum it up, in this video you learned about the S7-1200 PLC made by Siemens. You also found out about the various types of CPU models and how they're used in different industries, from basic models for simple automation projects to advanced ones that are used for high-speed data acquisition and complex control systems. In the next video, we will show you how to choose the right S7-1200 PLC for your own project by following a step-by-step guide. If you need guidance on which products best fit your needs, RS is a great solutions partner who offers application consulting services. The RS Engineering Team and Technical Solutions Center are ready to support you with your project needs. Check out the link in the video description to learn more. Ready to take your skills to the next level and learn how to program a Siemens PLC? RealPars has got you covered with a free course that walks you through everything step by step. Click the link in the description to enroll now.